Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Keenan, aka Truth Seeker, coming back at you with another video. I'm smiling so big because one of my favorite songs just came on. It's called Seventh Heaven, and it's by, I think what is it? It's Barry Gordon or something like that. It's from The Last Dragon. It's actually a really good 80s movie. With Shonuff and everything. I think that's his name. Um, I just seen bits and pieces of the movie, but the soundtrack is a banger. But I hope you guys are doing okay today. I just wanted to come on again. Uh, you know, uh, we've been talking about the good old fashioned currency of this system. Novus Ordo Seclorum. Okay. And I kind of wanted the reason why I've been making these videos is because it's really kind of just diving into why we should resist this system in any way, shape, or form. And by resisting, so for instance, let's go down this topic because this is a topic that I've been wanting to delve into for a little while now. And I always say that politics is the devil's game, okay? And I say it's the devil's game for very specific reasons, okay? Now, ask yourself, who would you vote for? Trump or Biden, right? Simple question. Pick what you want. A lot of people may say Trump, Trump 2024, right? You know what I mean? And, like we all know, peeps hate Biden and all this other kind of stuff. Whatever you have, your decision on whatever you choose to vote for. Okay. But one little key point that I want to dive into and bring some eyes on is, and I've been doing some videos about this vaccine that's been, going around for the, what I mean? This vaccine for COVID and everything. And, you really just got to ask yourself. A lot of people like to, at least what I've seen from my own eyes, okay? But what I've seen with my own eyes is basically people blindly following Trump. You know what I mean? And check it out here. I'm not coming at nobody. You believe in whoever you want to believe in, okay? But it's just like this heavy push for like, okay, we got to get Trump in office, and that's gonna be the rescue, save the day. You know what I mean? Trump 2024, save the day, and all this kind of shit. But in reality, the way I see it, both of them are no good. They're both just Masonic puppets. And let me tell you why, okay? And you need to ask yourself this question. All this bullshit going around and all these eyes being, all this bullshit going on about the vaccine, about how it's safe and all this other garbage and all this other stuff. But when you really dig deep into it, you got doctors and shit coming out saying that, hey, Pfizer, nah, this shit is some bullshit. It's some like fishy data. Fishy data, okay, period. And if you look at it, it's not going to add up, okay? It don't make no fucking sense. And it's the reason why I said it's one of the biggest medical scandals in history. And I got that from a gentleman, a doctor that I watched. And he's giving off some really good information on what's going on with this shot. All right, I'm just being real with you. I'm not trying to scare nobody, man. I get this out because I just want you guys to make the right decision. But I still haven't got to what I wanted to get to. I wanted to bring all eyes on, if you are a heavy believer in Trump, you know what I mean? Trump 2024, you think he's going to come in and rescue the day. But here's the question, guys. We talk about how Biden, get him out of office and all this other stuff. Biden, get him out of there and all this. And want Trump to come in and save and rescue the day. But the real question that needs to be asked here, why is Trump pushing the vaccine? What the fuck is up with that? Listen, guys. I get it, okay? Homie's over here thinking that Trump is going to come in. He got Trump 2024 thinking he's going to rescue and come and make America great again. Homies, America has been not great for a long time. Okay, look. Okay, it's not, nobody's going to, okay, nobody that Samael is working through is going to come in and rescue and make America great again, okay? The whole point is to make America in shambles and to keep everybody chained down, okay? That's not, that's not that's not how we should be looking at this shit, I seen a documentary talking about how, with Donald Trump Jr. and Donald Trump and these guys over here, just waltzing over people, and I posted it. It's been a little while since I've seen it, but one of the key things that I grabbed from that documentary was basically, I just, there's a lot of lies that's being peddled here, okay, and a lot of frauds that are walking around with like this phony ass cloak of, oh, I'm a good guy and want to make America great again and all this other kind of shit. But nah, man. Okay, first of all, you got some fucking paper that got plastered on it, Novus Ordo Seclorum, and you talking about making America great again, and right on the side of that fucking bill, it's talking about some "In God We Trust." Nah, man. Dude, that's some bullshit, dude. Nah, man. And here's the thing that we need to be talking about here is that it's Father 2024, okay? And that's the truth, all right? Because that's gonna be the answer. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You got a lot of individuals that run around trying to basically. It's almost like, it kind of reminds me of like the strong back perk in Fallout. You know what I mean? Where you get that extra 50 pounds of weight. But like it's like this system gives you this illusion of like you carrying all of it. Like basically you're carrying all of this shit. And you're trying to control a situation. And you're just overwhelming yourself. You know what I mean? When you're trying to control a situation that cannot be controlled. Okay. For one, my soul belongs to Heavenly Father, okay? No amount of fraudulent activity or anything of the sort is going to change that, okay? If Father says that my soul belongs to Him, that's what's going to happen. And that's what it is. That's the truth, okay? You got, guys that are making poor choices with their free will and selling their soul and all this. And their soul belongs to the devil. Just the Samael. That's what their soul belongs to. You know what I mean? Look at these guys that get in the music industry that don't know any better. You know what I mean? But it's all this fucked up ass system that's got, running people into the ground. It's running people into the ground, man. And it's one of those things to be vigilant of, man. That's why I always talk about these wolves and shit, man. Because they're not just in religion. They're not just in the music industry. It's all fucking plastered through all the entertainment industry and all of this stuff, man. And it's, again, it's really scary, guys. I'm not gonna be honest with you. When you delve into some truths, it can be scary. It can be. But here's the thing, Father will give us that lion spirit, you know what I mean, to stay strong, and have that lion mentality, lion courage and spirit, it really cleans out the mind, body, and soul, and And when you have that lion spirit, your jerkle or your I'm quoting the Ozzy Osbourne song. I think it has pronounced as my jerkle doesn't hide, or my jerkle doesn't hide, okay? And basically what I gather from that is that we ain't moving. Okay, we're not shaking down, we're not selling out, we're not, nobody's gonna call and say, "Oh, you want some Novus Ordo Seclorum to, wipe the slate clean." No, fuck that shit. I'm not doing that. Um, no, man, because here's the thing. This it's blood money, It's blood money, man. And I don't. Nobody's going to accept any kind of blood money. You don't want to do that. You want to make the right choice with your free will, man. If you need to get this currency, man, ain't nothing wrong with treating yourself, and you got to have your basics. But what I'm saying is always keep in the back of your mind that try to help someone. You know what I mean? Try to go against that system, because like, let's say if you donating to an animal shelter or something, or you donating to something for a good cause. It's like that's literally going against what Samael and Lucifer want. You know what I mean? Um, and the thing is, guys, is that we gotta take that second look and ask those questions. Everybody over here talk about Trump 2024 and all this and that. But why is your homie over here pushing that shot? Is the one question that you got to ask yourself, man. These peeps over here thinking that their vote matters and all this, man. Hey, if you want to believe that, nobody's stopping you, man. But and in my journey for the truth, I have discovered real quick that voting shit. You thinking that your voice matters and trying to decide the president? Nah, man. Nah. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And then you got Trump over here talking about all their voting fraud and all this other kind of shit. But just keep this in mind that there's not enough eyes on Trump pushing the vaccine too. Why doesn't he talk about that? So it's all this extra other bullshit to distract you from the questions that need to be asked about the biggest medical scandal in history. Not only is Biden advocating for that shit, but why is Trump doing that shit too? That's one thing you need to keep in mind. And I don't want to put any fear mongering on anybody, man. I want to inspire people. I want to have people come to Father, because with that lion spirit, you're going to be able to look at this stuff and just be like, oh, this shit ain't. I mean, this don't bother me, because you know who you got by your side. You know what I mean? And Samael gets pissed off when you pray to Father. I'm gonna be honest with you. He does. Because he wants to keep people asleep. Samael, that is. He wants to keep people asleep, man. Because it's all this big, wide, orchestrated plan of trying to bring this whole, I'm gonna go air quotations here, paradise, but it ain't no fucking paradise, okay? This is all that bullshit illusion that they just want to push on the people, man. And the thing is that they don't want you to ask questions. I mean, you got when you go up to when you know some people that are nurses in the medical field, and then you asking them questions about that vaccine, and their response is, "I wish people would stop asking so many questions and just get it." Oh man, dude. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. The gaslighting is absolutely unreal, man. I'm telling you guys, if you guys ever hear a response like that, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm not saying this, okay? But I'm gonna say it again. If you are hearing anybody in the medical field telling you, I wish that they would stop asking so many questions and just get it. Oh my God, what in the world are you thinking? Dude, do you realize that there's things that should not be messed with? That maybe that man just does not have the understanding and the knowledge of quite yet. It's one of the things that, I always talk about the Tower of Babel, and about how that's a really interesting point in history, man. If you delve into that, what is the Tower of Babel? Well, basically, to put it in short terms, it was this tower, I'm not really remembering the specific names here, but basically, it was a group of people at the time that were basically trying to build a tower to reach the heavens. Okay, and literally trying to build the tower to reach the heavens. Okay. Now, as the human species today in 2024, we all know that we all know that how building a tower to reach the heavens is going to turn out. Okay, it's not going to work. Okay, but see, the men and women of that time back in those days didn't have that knowledge, don't have the same knowledge that we have today as a human species. Okay, but we can look back on the Tower of Babel and laugh at those men and women saying, what? They tried to build a tower to reach the heavens. What is wrong with them? We can look back and laugh on that today. But they just didn't have the knowledge to know about space and about how, gravity, what gravity is, or, the different atmospheres and everything. They just didn't have that knowledge. So, we may be able to look back on that and laugh at those people and think, yeah, they're dumb. But guys, the same concept, even though that may sound retarded, like with the Tower of Babel and everything, even though that may sound dumb, okay, it's not. Because look, there's other situations that humans and mankind is getting into today that they just don't have the knowledge about. Henceforth, trying to control weather and mess with Mother Nature. Whoa, slow down there, partner. That's not for you to be messing with. Okay, you just need to let things be. You know what I mean? Let bygones be bygones, and let the order of things just because you trying to get all this control and take things into your own hand. That's a no-go. You got to slow down with that. And this is the same shit that they're doing with all this. These medicines and all this other bullshit. I mean, look. I mean, if you guys just think about it, look at all this stuff. Look at all the bullshit they got going on with like the stipulations of what they deem you to be disabled means. I mean, this is a absolute fucking joke. It's really ridiculous, guys. And all I'm saying is just ask these questions, man, because you got folks over here messing with stuff that they don't need to be messing with, and they just need to leave that shit alone. Okay, and I'm just putting it on the table for you. Guys over here or organizations that's over here trying to play God, trying to control the weather and shit. Nah, man, that's not gonna fly. And you may think I'm sounding absolute crazy. Look at this. You may thinking like, oh man, this guy's an absolute nut job. I mean, listen to him. But see, that's the kind of the same. That's the response that they want you to have. Just remember what I told you about earlier, about any kind of nurse or doctor, or so-called nurse or doctor, talking about, I wish they wouldn't ask so many questions and just get it. Okay. Now, with that statement, you need to ask yourself, why are they saying that? Why are they getting pissed off that questions are being asked? It's almost like with flat earthers. You know what I mean? When you start asking them and calling them out on their bullshit, you notice that? When you start calling flat earthers out on their bullshit, they give you the snake runaround. You know what I mean? They running 100 miles and running, you know what I mean? Running all around you, trying to dance you in circles and shit, you know? Getting pissed off that you're throwing the truth at them. Throwing the truth at them. Throwing the truth at the flat earthers, right? So, we need to be doing that same thing to some of these medical professionals that are pushing this vaccine, okay? Because if you start asking questions and you getting responses like, I wish they would stop asking so many questions and just get it. Oh man, stop right there, partner. All I'm saying is to take a second look. Look at the data. Just like I had to go on MC Tunes website and I had to look at that shit for myself. I had to do some diving into it, you know? You got to dive into the truth to get to the truth. I mean, you can't just sit on it and the truth will, you know, it's like we have to start questioning this, guys. We have to start asking these questions, you know, asking like what, you know, you go up to somebody and ask them like what is Novus Ordo Seclorum mean? Okay, I guarantee you they're not going to know what it is. Because nobody's answered the question. Nobody has. If the question has been asked, guess what? All this bullshit CIA setup, conspiracy theory bullshit is casted over that individual because they're asking a question that the Freemasons don't want to be asked. All right, period. So because I told you guys the system is all set up and designed to not, it's discouraged for you to ask questions, you know? So just think about that, guys, and look at the data that is going on with this vaccine. Okay, look at the testing that's done. You got words coming out of Bill Gates' mouth talk about some, you know, kind of just mess around with things. No, man. You know what? If you got, you know, individuals talking about, you know, with like some shots that you injecting in your human body and they talking about some, we gonna mess around with stuff. No, man. You know, we gotta take a second look. All right. Because I had a reason why I brought up Bill Gates because I was seeing a YouTube video of, you know, the guy analyzing some body language and you know what it can mean and how people act, you know, when lies are being told, you know. So it's almost like what I mentioned with academics, you know, with the guy talking about, you know, $1 billion lawyers, you know, stated that, you know, don't talk, but then have a 2-hour live stream, and then by the end of it talking about some all you coming down with me. All I'm saying, guys, just keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind. And like I said, is it a reasonable question to ask yourself? Why are you going against what the system or now they're going now? Notice that he was going against the system. He's going against the system, right? Because the lawyers told him not to talk. But here's the thing that you got to analyze, and you have to ask yourself and ask these questions: is why in the absolute fuck is he even talking when he was told by not only a regular lawyer, not $1,000 lawyer, not even $1 million lawyer, but $1 billion $1 billion lawyers told him not to talk? You need to ask yourself, why is the homie talking? That's all I'm saying, man. It's just questions like that we need to start applying to bigger things. Why is there so much pushback and all this bullshit going on with all these conspiracy theorists talking about the vaccine? But dude, let me tell you something, man. Why the fuck is it a conspiracy for asking what Novus Ordo Seclorum is? Why? I mean, like, if we start delving into that, okay. See, you get pushed back immediately because you're going against the flow, as I stated. they don't want you asking those questions. That's why you get responses like, I wish they would not ask so many questions and just get it. Because they don't want you to ask the questions. They don't want you to think. Rockefeller himself said he wanted a nation of workers and not thinkers. And guess what? When you do start thinking, that shit is so much pushback, it's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not going anywhere, guys. Okay. You know, we still sticking around here at the Truth Seeker Nation. Okay, it's gonna be more. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. You know, um, again, it's not my intention to scare anybody with this information, man. If anything, it's to inspire you to start asking these questions. Start seeking that lion spirit. Start coming to Father and asking Him. Hey, is this the truth here? Is this what this guy is saying is the truth? Um, and if you can't trust anything online is what's telling you, all you need to do is just talk to Father. He'll guide you in the right direction. You know what I mean? Because that's gonna be the answer. All too often we see people trying, or other good souls and good genuine souls trying to seek answers from another man, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let me clarify that. You can learn so much knowledge from each other. We can learn so much knowledge from each other, man. And I'm not, you know what I mean? Just because he's a man, you shouldn't answer. No. But what I'm saying, guys, is that there's just some things that man doesn't have the answer to. That's all I'm saying. And it's not to discourage, like, oh, you saying, oh, this guy's another man. You know what? Fuck him. I'm not gonna listen to him. No. We learn so much knowledge from each other, okay? But I'm just saying, like, there's just certain things that just should not be messed with. That literally man just does not have the answer to, and that's why Heavenly Father is requesting, and this is, I noticed I said requesting, because He loves you, man. I mean, He loves you, all right. And it's we're such a wonderful creation, But there's so many factors over time that have just poisoned His creation, It's gotten to the point now where you got motherfuckers out here in California. I mean, this is just a random ass incident that I've seen in California. You got motherfuckers out here taking their old ass Chinese food out of the refrigerator and eating that shit on the way to work and being like, oh, fuck this, I'm gonna just dump the whole fucking thing out on the street. Dude, you see the care? I mean, you see just it's a lot of not being appreciative of things, man. Not being appreciative of where we live at. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous, man. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, and that's why I say politics is the devil's game, man. I mean, that all that bullshit is just a show. All these, Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, all these Freemasons out here. They want to fucking put on a show for everybody, And I'm speaking on some heavy ass shit here, but just giving you the truth here. So, and then my experience of what I delved into in search of the truth, So a lot of this shit is gonna be hard to hear, guys. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm encouraging y'all to seek that lion spirit, That's why I got that one of my favorite thumbnails, the lion sitting next to the sheep, because the lions, lions just lead the sheep, they lead them in the right direction, you know what I mean? They don't want to. Father doesn't want to see His creation poisoned the way that it is, okay? And the thing is that free will, guys, free will. Father is not going to. He's not going to just hijack your vessel and be like, okay, I want you to start serving me. No. No, that's not how that works, man. And he's not going to force anybody to come to him, okay? But he wants you to, okay? He wants you to. Because he loves you. And he doesn't interfere with free will because he doesn't want to control you like a puppet. If you don't want to do something, you don't want to do it. You know? But that doesn't mean that if you truly want to make these changes, he's going to guide you in the right direction to make those changes. This just like I had to fucking see for myself, man. Those Clancy cheese curls, bro. I'm just being honest with you. That shit that you can go out of the house today and buy that shit and eat it. Okay. All I'm saying, dude, is look into the Yucca app and just scan that son bitch. Okay. I'm gonna come out with a video and we're gonna straight up read what the Yucca app says is in those Clancy cheese curls. Alright? And you may think this guy's a nut job and all this, man, but look at the data. Look at the information. Okay? And that's all I'm asking you guys, man. For all you, flat earth fighters out there, man, all I'm saying is think about it when these flat earthers come in your stream, man. They want to sit there and, argue with you and dance around the truth and just be dumb. Because because you know in your heart, if you're a true flat earth fighter, you know that the earth is a globe. You got this guy over here, the snake over here being a dumbass. Just, over here having flown a plane in his whole entire life. Over there trying to argue with somebody that's been flying a plane for 25 plus years, trying to tell the person that flies the plane for 25 plus years how the plane works, and that person is brainwashed, even though they've been doing that shit for 25 years, and the person that's saying that person is brainwashed hasn't even flown a plane in their life. Okay, that's all I'm saying, y'all. Alright, it's a lot of other distractions on here, man. I'm telling you, distractions. Alright. And that's all I'm saying, man. Just ask yourself those questions and apply all that shit, all the knowledge you have about the globe and everything. And then when you fighting these flat earthers, man, and shutting them down, look into some of the knowledge that some of these medical professionals have, shutting that other bullshit down. The same motherfuckers that's talking about, I wish they wouldn't ask too many questions and just get it. Okay? A flat earther gets all pissed off you asking questions. So, all I'm saying is take what you know and with the situations that you've experienced. If you're a flat earth fighter, take those situations and apply that to some of these other things, man. You have the know-how to say, I piloted a submarine and this idiot over here is trying to tell me how a submarine works when I've operated this vessel though my whole life. Okay. But let's say you don't have the knowledge of a medical professional, all right? But then you go to a person that's knowledgeable in the medical field, and they are giving you the data and saying, why are they saying that this is safe when it is not? It's almost like saying, knowing that the earth is a globe and there's flat earthers trying to come in. What the fuck? All I'm saying, y'all, is just get that brain sparked. Start asking those questions. Why? Why is there any medical professionals coming out saying that this vaccine is not safe? All should be the answer. All that should do is just spark that brain and want you to get to researching. Because let me tell you something. People don't just come out and say shit for any reason. Just like Gene Deal, he hadn't been coming out and saying this shit for no reason. Okay? Now you're starting to see Diddy and all this other stuff with my man running in fucking hallways and towels and shit hitting people. Alright? That's bullshit. Now the stuff is being revealed And and then people try to point at Gene Deal talking about some holding black men down and shit. Nah, man. Y'all need to look into that shit. Okay? Look into that stuff. People don't just come out and say this stuff for no reason. I mean, it's almost like why I've been explaining in my past videos why dogs are not called man's best friend just for any reason. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's because it's been established that dogs and humans have a really awesome relationship. You know what I mean? So there's reasons for everything, man. There's reasons for everything, you know? And ask yourself, why is there medical professionals coming out and saying that this is unsafe? But guess what? We've already said in this video, why is Trump pushing that? Why is Trump telling you to get something that there's medical professionals coming out telling you that's not safe? So all I'm saying, guys, if you're looking for Trump to come save the day, I don't know, man. You might need to take a second look, and you might need to be looking for Father to come save the day, because that's not going to get you nowhere, man. You over here rocking some paper that's got Novus Ordo Seclorum on it, and right beside it's talking about God we trust. All right, why do you got Trump over here talking about go get the vaccine, I endorsed it, yada yada yada, and this over here in the same sentence talking about some God bless? Nah, man, get the hell out of here, bro. Nah, that something is smelling fishy. That's what it is, man. I'm just laying this all out for you guys to go against that narrative that Rockefeller has been pushing for this so long, talking about wanting workers, not thinkers. Okay? Look up who John D. Rockefeller is if you don't know, believe me. It's the reason why I'm talking about why you go get all this Masonic school bullshit baloney that is shoved down your throat from the get-go. You know, I heard Ken O'Keefe, he already knew what was up from the very beginning. He already knew that there was something not right with it. And it's not, and it was right. It is fishy. It's garbage. It's all of that. All of that bologna is set, made look nice. They give you a bologna sandwich. They give you that bologna sandwich, and they make you think that it tastes good. No, that shit tastes nasty as fuck. That's all garbage to make the Masons look good. I'm just being honest with you guys, okay? If you guys want to dig into it, man, I encourage you to dig into it. Okay, I laugh and I throw this, you know, humor at you guys to lighten up the mood, to kind of, you know, get you looking into this stuff, man. Just look into it, you know. My intention is not to spread any fear. I mean, I love y'all, man. I love y'all so much from the bottom of my heart, which is the reason why I'm sharing this message, you know, and why I talk about Father so much and His creation. Okay, you know, I'm also going to tell you something, guys. You know, another question is, why is it that I'm gonna just leave it this? I'm gonna leave this with y'all, and then I'm gonna tune out. But it's another thing, you know. A lot of people, it's always this heavy push for it's either science or there's no God or whatever. It's always one or the other. You know what I mean? But there's nothing wrong. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you know, science is great, you know, but Father is great too, you know. I mean, how do you know that Father is not the reason for evolution? You know, how do you know? What, is there any evidence to come to that conclusion that, with the narrative that they try to push anyway? And it's just questions like that, guys, where the Big Bang Theory, but is it a reasonable question to ask that could it have been very possible that our Heavenly Father had caused that Big Bang? I don't know. But it's questions like that that we can delve into. Okay? Why does it have to be one or the other? It's Big Bang Theory or there's no God. You know what I mean? And that kind of mindset. Or evolution exists, but God can't exist at the same time. How do you know that Father wasn't the one that sparked that? That's a reasonable question, right? And all I'm saying is that ask these questions that we haven't been asked, or asking. You know, ask these questions, and ye shall receive knowledge. You know, um, and it's a beautiful thing, guys. The planet is so beautiful. Okay, there's just a lot of things going on that people just aren't aware of, that they get ensnared in these traps and thinking that they're doing good. In reality, man, it's just another ploy of the system, and it's really sad, man. It's really sad that some of these individuals that you look at and you really feel the pain, man, and um you see what this bullshit system has done to souls, man, and good souls that are trying to do good, and those good souls seem to get the short end of the stick. Um, so, but I'm gonna leave that there, guys. It's a 40-minute video. I get really into this. I really enjoy, you know, giving these messages to you guys. I really enjoy, Heavenly Father using me in ways that He sees fit, and to make somebody else smile, or to just give that person the tools to seek the knowledge that they're trying to find. Um, Giving the tools, the tools. Okay. And some of the questions that I had to ask myself, and ask, does that make sense? Just like I had to ask myself, does it make sense that a dude that has never flown in an airplane in his life trying to argue with somebody that has flown for over 25 plus years and trying to say that he's brainwashed? That ain't making sense to me. So that's why when I was, into flat earth and learning about why is this, and delving into it on why is this even a thing, it's like it's almost like it's on purpose. It's like a show. It's purposely thrown at you. You know what I mean? To distract you from the questions that need to be asked. You know. I'm gonna leave that with you. I'm gonna leave that there today, little guys. But as always, I do want to point out we're rocking our alien shirt here. Okay. Because we over here feeling pretty alien. Um, because of all the people walking around and just not asking these questions and that need to be asked, or I mean, they don't have to be asked, guys, but um, I will say it's in your best interest, because it's going to bring you aware to some of this bullshit that's going on, these scandals, So I'm gonna tell you guys. So I love y'all, man. I hope that I'm not scaring nobody with this, man. I really, because it's not my intention. Okay, it's not my intention. But you gotta remember, Neo also had that reaction to Morpheus in the Matrix movie when he said, "No, nope, nope, I don't believe it." You know. Um, but Morpheus was telling him the truth. So I'm just gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that with y'all, okay? I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, okay? And you true patriots, you true warriors out there fighting a good fight, keep going with it, keep on going. Um, You know, you'll be having those true warriors and patriots and those true fighters. You know, Michael will be by your side. You know, Michael sees you. All right. Um, with that sword of truth. You know what I mean? The sword of truth. Um, but I love y'all. All right. And just keep in mind that that sword of truth, it's a deadly weapon. Okay. Because that truth is going to spark the brain, and it's going to, you're going to see that this bullshit that's been told to us is a false narrative. Okay? If I haven't said it already, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Alright? Stay safe, stay healthy out there. Keep on fighting that good fight. And you guys take it easy. Okay? This is True Seeker. Signing off for True Seeker Nation. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Take it easy. Bye-bye.